If you're over 65 and notice your muscles feeling weaker despite maintaining a healthy diet, there's something crucial you need to understand. Walking feels slower, stairs require more effort, and your legs don't feel as strong as they once did. While many blame this solely on aging, the real culprit is more complex and, fortunately, more manageable than you might think. The truth is, there's a simple addition you can make to your morning coffee that research shows can help reverse muscle loss and combat sarcopenia, the medical term for age-related muscle deterioration. This isn't about expensive supplements or grueling gym sessions. We're talking about a natural, scientifically backed compound that transforms your daily coffee into a powerful muscle preservation tool. If you're finding this information valuable and want to learn more evidence-based strategies for healthy aging, please hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. I share practical, science-backed health solutions like this every day to help you take control of your well-being naturally. Understanding the real problem is essential. After age 60, your body develops what scientists call anabolic resistance. Think of your muscles like a house requiring daily maintenance. In younger years, when you consume protein, your body efficiently sends amino acids, enzymes, and hormones to repair and strengthen muscle tissue. However, after 60, this repair system becomes less responsive. The construction materials arrive, but the coordination breaks down. Muscles deteriorate faster than they rebuild. This resistance occurs because muscle cells become less sensitive to protein and exercise signals. The same amount of protein that built muscle at 30 proves insufficient at 70. Research published in Nutrients indicates that older adults require 30 to 40% more leucine-rich protein per meal to achieve the same muscle-building response as younger individuals. The key lies in understanding muscle protein synthesis, which depends heavily on activating a pathway called mTOR, mechanistic target of rapamycin. This serves as your body's muscle-building switch, telling cells when to grow and repair. In seniors, mTOR activation weakens significantly, even when adequate protein is consumed. The solution involves a specific amino acid called L-leucine, one of the branched-chain amino acids and perhaps the most critical trigger for muscle growth. Unlike other amino acids, leucine acts as the master switch that initiates muscle building. Using a fire analogy, you might have all the wood needed, that's your protein, but without a spark, nothing happens. Leucine provides that spark. When consumed in sufficient quantities, leucine activates the mTOR pathway, signaling muscle cells to start growing and repairing. Studies demonstrate that supplemental leucine alone can stimulate muscle protein synthesis in older adults, even without exercise. A 2020 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults adding leucine to meals experienced a 16 to 30% increase in muscle protein synthesis compared to those who didn't. However, there's a critical detail. You need a threshold dose of leucine, typically 2.5 to 3 grams per serving, taken all at once. This equals the leucine content in about 30 to 40 grams of high-quality protein, equivalent to 5 eggs or a full chicken breast. Most seniors don't consume this much protein at breakfast, missing the crucial anabolic window. This is where your morning coffee becomes invaluable. Instead of forcing down a large protein meal first thing in the morning, you can simply add 3 grams of L-leucine powder to your black coffee. It dissolves easily, remains virtually tasteless, and begins working within 20 to 30 minutes. You receive the muscle growth signal without the heavy meal burden. This approach proves especially beneficial for those practicing intermittent fasting, as leucine doesn't significantly spike insulin and won't break your fast in the traditional sense. It maintains fat burning while supporting muscle preservation. Why coffee specifically? Your morning coffee creates a unique metabolic environment that, when leveraged properly, can supercharge nutrient absorption and utilization. Upon waking, your body exists in a fasted state with low insulin and naturally elevated cortisol, which isn't problematic. Cortisol helps mobilize stored fat and increases mental alertness. Caffeine stimulates the sympathetic nervous system, increases blood flow, and temporarily boosts metabolism. This means faster nutrient absorption and improved signaling through the mTOR pathway when appropriate amino acids are present. Combining leucine with black coffee results in faster gut absorption, improved delivery to muscle cells, and mTOR activation when your body is highly responsive. Additionally, Black coffee doesn't contain competing amino acids or glucose that might interfere with the leucine signal. When leucine is consumed with high-carbohydrate breakfasts, insulin spikes and the muscle-building signal becomes scrambled. Fasted black coffee plus leucine provides a clear, undistracted message to build muscle. A 2022 study in Frontiers in Physiology demonstrated that taking leucine in a low insulin state, such as during morning fasting, resulted in significantly higher mTOR activation and greater muscle protein synthesis in older adults compared to the same dose taken later with mixed meals. For optimal results, choose free-form L-leucine powder, not blends, BCAA capsules, or whey protein with minimal leucine content. To overcome anabolic resistance after 65, your body requires a precise therapeutic dose delivered quickly in isolation. Look for pharmaceutical-grade, unflavored, third-party tested supplements containing L-leucine as the sole ingredient. The dosage should be 2.5 to 3 grams per serving, representing the leucine threshold dose required to trigger mTOR and initiate muscle protein synthesis. Think of mTOR like a garage door for young people. It lifts easily with minimal pressure, but for older adults, the spring is worn and requires more force. That additional force comes from your 3-gram leucine dose. Timing is crucial. Take it within the first 30 to 60 minutes after waking during what we call the anabolic window. Your body is insulin sensitive, digestion is clean, and hormones are primed with no competing food blocking the signal. Avoid combining leucine with high-carbohydrate breakfasts, whey or plant protein blends containing mixed BCAAs, artificial sweeteners, or additives that interfere with absorption. Also avoid cold drinks, as leucine dissolves better in hot liquids. The benefits extend far beyond muscle preservation. Muscle tissue serves as your primary metabolic engine, burning 3 times more energy than fat tissue even at rest. When you lose muscle, your basal metabolic rate drops, making weight gain easier after 60 despite healthy eating habits. Muscle also serves as the main storage site for glucose. When muscle mass shrinks, glucose has nowhere to go, remaining in the bloodstream and triggering chronically high insulin. This leads to abdominal fat accumulation, brain fog, fatigue, elevated triglycerides, and increased diabetes risk. Conversely, rebuilding muscle restores insulin sensitivity, with even a 10% increase in lean muscle mass dramatically improving blood sugar control and fat burning. Preserving muscle also supports hormonal balance, joint protection, cognitive function, inflammation control, and immune health. A 2021 study found that seniors with higher muscle mass had a 40% lower risk of all-cause mortality over 5 years. Here's your daily protocol. Upon waking, drink a glass of water with a pinch of sea salt within 5 to 10 minutes to rehydrate and gently stimulate cortisol. Brew black coffee without added sugar or heavy cream. Unsweetened nut milk is acceptable if needed. Add 3 grams of pharmaceutical-grade L-leucine powder, stirring well while the coffee is hot. Consume within 30 to 60 minutes of waking when your body is primed for nutrient absorption. Consider waiting 30 to 60 minutes before eating to amplify fat burning, but when you do eat, choose high-protein options like eggs, grass-fed beef, or wild-caught fish with healthy fats and low-starch vegetables. Optional light resistance exercises, bodyweight squats, wall push-ups, or resistance bands for 5 to 10 minutes after your coffee can amplify the mTOR signal. Use this protocol at least 5 days per week for 2 to 4 weeks before assessing results. Most people notice improved leg strength, reduced soreness after walking, better blood sugar stability, and noticeable changes in body tone. Many also report improved mental clarity and mood within days. Remember, muscle doesn't disappear overnight, but it can be rebuilt faster than most people realize when you create the right internal environment. This simple addition to your morning routine, a scoop of leucine in your coffee, sends a powerful daily signal to preserve and build the muscle tissue that serves as your foundation for metabolic health, independence, and longevity as you age. If this strategy has provided you with valuable insights, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more evidence-based health content. Share this information with someone you care about who might benefit from understanding that muscle loss isn't just inevitable aging. It's something we can actively address. Your support helps me continue bringing you practical, science-backed solutions for optimal health and longevity.